Caleb Truax, welcome to Let's Have a Snack. Video store rentals. I know we both have memories of going to the video store, you get on your bike. Where are you going and what are you renting?
It was either Dean's Supermarket or I believe it was called 5-Star Video, right by Subway in Osseo.
Yeah.
And I'm going to rent Happy Gilmore Friday, whatever I can get my hands on that my mom doesn't want me to watch.
Right.
Try to sneak back into the the room with the barn doors.
That's right. And you have 2 kids at home, right?
Yeah.
And we'll get into your family life a little bit later, but you know, you've got Liar Liar here with Jim Carrey. So like, if you were to hand this VHS tape to one of your kids, you know, would they know, would they have any idea what that is?
None whatsoever, none whatsoever. Unless it's something that she saw on TikTok or something
like
right.
that. So Caleb, one thing that you and I were not buying on our bicycles was beer. I mean, maybe you were, maybe you were. We'll talk about that off camera. But I want to talk about your beer. Is it Lupulin?
Lupulin Brewing out of Big Lake.
Lupulin Brewing. So I bought this last night. We tried it. I even boiled some brats. Fantastic. I think I prefer the 10 count. I like the darker, more richer beer.
Yeah, I do as well.
But they're both great. How did this whole thing get started for you?
It's an interesting story, actually. It's a very organic partnership. When Lupulin opened up, I think it was 2015, I believe. They've been around for 6 or 7 years. It's in Big Lake. My cousins and I were looking for a spot to drink some beer, and it was before ice fishing one day. We just found it and strolled in there and got to know the guys and the owners. And it was a really small brewery at the time, only a few employees, and I can't remember how many gallons of beer they did, but it's grown enormously since then. But just got to know the guys, and one thing led to another, and they started sponsoring me. Their patch was on my trunks and my robe. When I'm walking to the ring, I would do my after parties at their tap room.
Cool.
And one thing led to another again, and got 2 beers.
Yeah. The Caleb combo. So it comes with 4 cans. You get 2 of the 8 count, 2 of the 10 count. Right. So to get the 10 count, you got to get the Caleb combo, correct?
Yep, it's only available in the Caleb combo. You can get it at the tap room or some places on tap via keg, but in stores it's only available through the Caleb combo. You can find it anywhere Lupulin's available. It's in liquor stores, it's in bars all across the world, actually. I think it's in about like 10 different states right now. It's available in the UK, it's available in Hong Kong, it's available in just tons of different countries, which is really cool. But just if your liquor store doesn't have it, ask for it.
So Caleb, I've known you a really long time, probably 25 plus years. We went to school together. It's been really fun and really exciting, watching you as someone that's known you for so long, and so many have also watched you grow from this kid from Osseo to this worldwide phenomenon, professional boxer. I had your Wikipedia page. We had a laugh about that before we sat down, but 39 fights. It's pretty incredible. Obviously, we would have to spend a few hours diving into each fight, but
I don't think I can remember all of them.
Yeah, and obviously you've had some wins, you've had some losses, but I'm sure it's a journey, right? So even your losses, you gain wisdom, right?
Absolutely.
You learn from it. Talk about just give me a few examples of some of the big highlights of your boxing career.
Yeah, obviously the main highlight is winning a world title in 2017 over in London versus James DeGale. Every fighter dreams of winning a world title, and not many do. I'm only the 4th person ever to live in Minnesota to win a world title throughout the history of boxing. So it's a huge accomplishment for any fighter. I've had, like you said, my share of mostly ups, but I have my share of downs too. And the downs is what I kind of appreciate more, because I learned from them, and it made me a better fighter, it made me a better person going forward, and that's what has been important in my career. And some of the other highs that I've had, I guess, just fighting here at home in front of all my friends and family, and all the support that I've got from people that I know from high school, yourself and everyone that comes out to the fights at the Armory or wherever else, and just getting your hand raised after whooping somebody feels pretty good.
I just have to say, 39 fights doesn't sit well with my OCD. You've got to get to 40.
Well, I was supposed to have 40. I was supposed to fight over in Germany in January, but it was postponed due to COVID. So.
Right, of course. Speaking of 40 fights, obviously you don't have anything set in stone right now, but you're always training towards something.
Always training. There's going to be a fight at the Armory possibly in April. If that's the case, then I'll most likely be on that one, just to get back in the swing of things and work towards a couple more big fights. And I'm getting long in the teeth when it comes to boxing, that's for sure, because it's a younger man's sport, and I'm 38 years old. And I got a couple more fights left in me, but I don't want to be doing it too much longer. So just a couple more and then transition on to what's next.
Age is definitely relevant, but if you look at the history of athletes from any sport, really, it can be done.
Yeah.
And you seem like you're still with it physically and mentally.
Yeah.
You still seem really sharp, which is really good to see. Obviously, there's athletes out there that aren't that fortunate, right?
Especially in boxing.
Exactly, to be roughed around that much. So you seem like you're in a really good place, which is really nice to see. Something that's really important to me, and I know important to you, when you unplug from the world of something that you're so involved in. It's important. And for you, I think it's family and fishing. Am I right?
You are exactly right.
Yeah, let's start with the family stuff. So you got 2 little ones at home?
Yeah. My daughter Gia is just turned 6, and my son Cam is about 2.5. So just enjoying time with them and chasing them around and like a dad does, I guess.
Yeah. Do they know what you do for a living? Do they have an understanding of kind of what you do?
They do, yeah, and they probably punch things too much at home, and especially Cam, he just likes to smash stuff together and start punching. But they know what I do. Gia's never seen me box live, and I don't think I would let her see me box live just because I don't want her to see me getting hit. But she's watched some of the clips, and she definitely watches boxing with me when I'm watching it. So she knows what I do.
Cool. And just to pull it back to the snacks in the movie quick, favorite boxing movie? I'm going to put you on the spot.
It's got to be,
what's the best one?
Well, either Rocky 1 or The Great White Hype. That's the most realistic boxing movie of all time, and it's a comedy. So. Rocky, those ones are classics, obviously, but there's not too many of them that I enjoy.
Yeah, so Rocky's a realistic boxing movie.
Not realistic, not realistic, but it's a good story.
Yeah, right on. This was really fun. Thank you so much for swinging by. I love the beer. Good luck to you on your training.
Thank you, man.
Any future fights. I hope that brings you happiness and success. And one thing I want to do this summer, I want to get on a bike with you, and we're going to bike up to Dean's. And if they don't have movies to rent, we're going to put movies on the shelf.
Bike up to Elm Creek and bike up to Dean's.
Yeah. So we'll see you there, right?
All right, cool, man.